Okay, good afternoon. It's a Saturday afternoon and we are heading out to go to a sort of street event that's held in, it's not quite the old city, just outside the old city. One of the areas with bars and clubs and stuff. It's quite a nice little area. They've got a soapbox derby and free music festival going on today. So we're going to go down, have a look at that, see if there's anything we want to do while we're down there. Okay, so here we are down in an area of Knoxville called Happy Holler, and it's got lots of bars. There's the gay club is just behind us. There's lots of big bars and breweries in this sort of area. It's quite a cool, hip area.
And the Pirate Tavern that we've just been in for the first time, which actually was a pretty cool pub, wasn't it?
It was pretty cool. Yeah, there's all sorts of, every time we come here we discover something new and different. And about to start, we hope, is a soapbox derby. So, I mean, we call them go-karts in England, wouldn't we? But
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Who knows?
Who knows?
I built one when I was a kid.
I think these are adults though, aren't they?
Yeah. My friend Andy and I used to race our little go-karts at Harrison's Rocks into the car park.
Soapbox derby, the excitement here is high, the tension is high. Look at these contestants. Woohoo! And here we go. Here's the final, folks. They're coming down the track. Oh, almost. Woohoo! So as part of Happy Holler, they have lots of stalls and things, which we're about to go and have a walk round, see what we can find, see if there's any interesting. Not that we need to be buying anything, so we're trying to get rid of everything right now. THC from Texas. Okay. Oh, well, that's the moonshine stall. Bojangles, which is fried chicken. It gets soldered onto you, so you can't take it off, basically. Yeah, it's like necklaces and bracelets that get soldered onto your wrist or neck. There we go. Expand Knoxville Abortion Justice for All. Got to support them.
Definitely got to support them.
Yeah. And I think the Knoxville Democrats are here too. Got to support them too.
Some funky shirts.
Oh wow, lots of. Okay, how delightful, I'm sure.
Cat's arse.
Cat's arses. Okay. Different shapes and sizes.
I'd look at it in that.
Rubber ducky. What else we got? Chickens. Geckos. Bees. No idea what that is. Howdy. Don't know what it is, Van Dyck. Avocado.
I can look like Matt.
Matt from Matt's Recovery, I think it's called. Is that what you're talking about? Sushi. More sushi.
I'm not sure there's any suitable for a boat.
No, I'm not seeing any.
$2 in the jukebox. That time we'll sing our song about love gone and dying. $2 out of you. You got wine. And I'll put it in the jukebox. One dime at a time.
still play, and we have some dancing going on. Chris and I have just had a beer in one of our favourite watering holes, the Oak Room. It's getting a bit windy here too, but there's still lots of people here, lots going on. Saturday afternoon in Knoxville, Tennessee.
Do you have anything you want to say to the people?
It was a good race. I loved everybody. Loved the cards. Thank you. I enjoyed it very much.
Good evening, everybody. Today we are at Knoxville Zoo at a Mortgage Investor Group event. I think it's called Walk with the Animals or something. Anyway, hopefully we'll get to see some animals, and there should be food and music too. Hopefully it won't be any snakes.
No. Okay, hopefully there will be big snakes. It's us again, another day, and we're back out and about. We're not going downtown this time. Today we are going to South Knoxville, south of the river, to a place called IAMS, or IJAMS. IAMS, I think is probably the correct pronunciation, which is a sort of outdoor wilderness area. Has mountain biking and walking and swimming and beer and nature centre, yes, good point, all sorts of stuff. It's a former quarry where they made all the marble. Well, they didn't make it, they dug it up, all the marble that's used a lot in this area. And we are going to a Bob Dylan tribute evening or some...
Yeah, Bob Dylan birthday bash it's called.
Happy birthday, Bob, first of all, let's get that out of the way. And presumably there's bands.
Yeah,
Whether
there's
all...
lots of bands, which we've never heard of any of.
Oh, are they all Bob Dylan? Are they all singing Bob Dylan songs?
No, I don't think so.
We don't know. Okay, well, we'll find out. Okay, well, we're held down there now. It's a lovely day, quite warm. Temperature? Hot.
80 degrees Fahrenheit.
80 degrees Fahrenheit, which is hot in English terms, somewhere in the high 20s.
Yes, about 28, I think.
So we've just arrived at IAMS. We're going to head in.
Hi, I'm Sarah. Nice to meet you.
Hi, good to meet you.
Nice to meet you guys. Thanks for being here. Hi.
Hello. Let's introduce you to Bex.
Hello.
She's Sam's daughter.
Lucky woman.
While riding on a train going west, I fell asleep for to take my rest. You know life is a blast, life is a bust. All you can do is do what you must do. Just try to do it well.
So here we are at IAMS, Bob Dylan's birthday bash or something, raising money for the Adventure Centre here. Beautiful evening, all quite cool.
Well, hey, it's great to see everybody out here tonight. What a perfect evening, right?
Okay, so third band tonight. Presumably more Bob Dylan music.
I think they're all playing Bob Dylan music.
I have no idea what Bob Dylan music is, other than Blowing in the Wind. I'm a bit lost, but it's all good.
It's got a harmonica, it must be Bob Dylan.
I thought it was part of his face beard. It's lost a bit. I thought he just had big teeth. So I was just looking at the IAMS timeline here about how the place was formed. And look, Harry Purloin was born July the 19th, 1876. And Alice, Yo Iams, born August the 20th, related, obviously.
Oh gosh.
And,
And they got married
and then
in
they
June.
got married in 1905.
Okay, all right.
She can't have been Alice Jo Iams, can she? She must have been
No,
someone
she must
else.
have been something else, yes.
But
That
why
couldn't have
not
been-
call her that? Why
I
was
don't
she?
know.
Why is she named after her husband? Why does she? Why is that all she has to be? There, here she is. She's apparently Alice Jo Iams from 1880. But
Oh, how
I'm
strange.
sure she was someone else.
Yeah, I'm sure she was
Anyway,
too.
there they are. They're the founders of this place. It's quite a cool place. Visit if you're in Knoxville. So this is Iams Quarry, and unfortunately down where I can get a really good view is full of children and I can't really film down there. This one had a massive rockfall last year. Half the cliff over there fell down while there were people in here, but nobody got hurt. Okay, so I finally made it down to the river. Found somewhere where I can get right up close, almost in it if I wanted to. So this is the river that flows through Tennessee, through Knoxville. It's probably called the Tennessee River, I imagine. This way is Knoxville's downtown. If you can just see along here, along the edge of the cliff there, there's a walk, a boardwalk. We'll be going along that. Morning. Morning. The cave system. This is all limestone, so there are some big cave systems in the area. Very big ones. None particularly in Knoxville though. So there is an adventure centre here at the Iams called Navitat. And this is the high ropes course. I guess there's some people up in the trees there on the high ropes course. Don't know if there's particularly anything particularly scary there. It's just high stuff, standard postman bridges and swinging beams and zip lines and all sorts. That's the end of a zip line by the look of it. Up here above me, some swinging beams. All good stuff. Dickerson, an old Civil War fort, one of many in this area. This part of Tennessee was pretty active, I think, and fairly well protected and had plenty of wars. Here on the top, it's just an earthy lump with some cannon. I guess it's worth showing you a cannon or two. 3-inch ordnance rifle. That's what that is. And it's just pointing at some trees. Presumably they weren't here at that time. And whatever it's pointing at over that way, south, you could see. Cannon over there, pointing in a different direction. So it came under attack only once. Anyway, you can pause the video there and read it yourself. So finally a view of some sort. This is the quarry at Fort Dickerson Park. It's a good swimming hole. People have been known to cliff jump here and die doing it. It's one of the many marble quarries in the area. Okay, So this place is Baker's Creek, and when I very first moved here about 5-6 years ago, this was derelict. And since then, it's become a mountain bike haven, really, and it changed so much. And at that time, I was a mountain biker, and I used to spend a lot of time here, and every week I would come, and it had changed more. So I haven't been here for maybe a year now, since I sort of gave up mountain biking because I hurt myself too much. So let's have a look, see what's changed. Well, there's loads of tarmac paths, which used to be gravel. Pavilion sort of thing down there, which never used to be there. And then if you go up into the woods here, up the hills, there's tons of single track. There's a 11-mile long loop that goes right through the woods. There's a youngster on his bike. Yeah, it's a cool little spot. No one here, but this one child. Morning, morning, morning. This used to be a church, but you can probably tell. Now it's actually put to much better use. A restaurant there, there's a brewery there. And along here is what is going to be the new climbing gym, which I've had on and off contact with over the years. We'll go and see if Lindsay's there and see if we can catch up with it. Okay, this is a new bouldering wall. Really coming along. Looks so much different to last time I saw it, when it was just an empty room that was being cleaned out. Looks like they're not that far off opening. A vertical solutions wall. Behind the operation isn't here today, but it is coming along. I think they're looking to open this year. So if you're in South Knoxville, Baker's Creek, and please, and you're into climbing, bouldering, go down, give it a try, support them. I think it's going to be a nice wall. And if you're into mountain biking and climbing, it's perfect. And there's a pub right next door. You really can't get better than that.